tell you this.
Okay.
I didn't wear my jean jacket this weekend to Coney Island.
How was Coney Island?
Coney Island is, I'm going to be honest, my honest review, a little bit disappointing.
Really?
We kept comparing it to Wildwood.
Yeah.
I did get a picture of the big parachute ride that's on the Typo Negative thing.
Yeah.
I saw where the Warriors were filmed a little bit.
There you go.
You know, got some Warriors merch, got some shot glasses and all that. But the boardwalk is not... Coney Island is really just like an amusement park with some food places.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't... Now, we did go to the New York Aquarium while we were up there. Awesome aquarium. Wonderful aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't... But as far as... And we went to the one racetrack, go-kart track. My boy Ryan, that boy can drive. He took it 3 wide on the track. It didn't look like it was meant for 3 wide. And I was impressed by that boy.
Nice.
And I told him that too. I said, he impressed me. Then someone spun out in front of him. He smashed right into him. Poor guy. I felt bad for him because then he could not get a lane. He kept getting his lane blocked.
Yeah.
And people were braking in the corners.
Oh.
And it was like, oh.
No, you brake going into the corner and accelerate coming out.
That's correct.
These people are, they're basically taking the corner like slowly. And Ryan is getting so irritated. And when he's trying to go wide, then they're going, he can't get around anybody. I felt bad.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. Then we did Knoebels
Yes.
on 4th of July.
Nice.
And again, it wasn't crowded, no fireworks. We came all the way from there, and then we saw the fireworks in Lehighton. I mean, it's been a hell of a time. I blew my voice out at Knoebels.
Yeah.
We did the Black Diamond ride. Woohoo! Black Diamond!
Yes.
But Val doesn't like scary things, so as soon as the ride goes dark, I let out a blood-curdling scream. And blew out my voice.
Nice.
And of course, the first thing she says, oh, hilarious.
Well, you showed us the video of with the skeleton on the porch.
Yes.
That was great. That was awesome. That was fantastic. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Did you go through the haunted mansion?
Where?
Or
Knoebels.
Knoebels?
No, I don't. I never really cared for it.
That's the 50th anniversary.
Well, I got a commemorative mug.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. They also have a thing at Coney, which I like. It's called like a spook house or something. I would have loved to have gone on more rides at Coney. But it really wasn't a ride feel that day because I wanted to do the Cyclone. I did have a Nathan's hot dog.
I'm not a fan of Nathan's hot dogs.
It's actually really good on site, not the frozen ones you get in the store.
I've never been a fan. I really don't care.
They're usually not frozen in the store.
Refrigerated, frozen, they're cold.
No.
But these were fresh.
Eh.
And there was a very, I'm going to say this, there was a more eclectic crowd at Knoebels than there was at Coney Island, which is, yes, was
really
weird. It was honestly, I was expecting to see lots of weirdos.
At Coney Island.
At Coney Island, I did get a monk come up to me and try to give me the bracelet. That's a common New York City scam.
Yeah.
And I shoot him away. No, well, a guy in monk vestments will come up to you and give you a bracelet.
Correct.
And while he's standing in front of you, halves your wrist with the bracelet, he'll ask you for money for the Buddhist temple in Chinatown.
Oh, my goodness.
And there is no Buddhist temple in Chinatown.
No.
Yeah. So it's like the minute he comes up to me with the bracelet, I'd like to push him out of the way.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I pushed a fucking monk.
Nice.
But when we got to Knoebels, the crowd was more. There were more. I'll say it. There were more freaks at Knoebels than there was at Coney Island. But still, for a 2-hour trip up, wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Right up, off over the Brooklyn Bridge, right to the island, $40 parking, but it was all day.
Mm-hmm.
We were there like all day, $40. I can't complain.
Yeah.
A great time.
Especially because you didn't drive.
Good. I'm glad you guys
I
had
could have
fun.
drove. I could have drove. We only freaked out one time. The directions home said get on the Beltway East. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I saw a sign for Beltway West. So I told Lisa, well, don't take that one. No, that's what it meant.
Oh,
Because to get to the Beltway East,
You got to go to the Beltway West.
you got what kind of stupid? Exactly. Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, the way you're looking is the way I felt it too. It's like, wait a minute. To get to the Beltway East, you got to go through Beltway West.
That's why you look at the screen. You fucking
I was
dummy.
looking at the screen. All the roads are close together.
Well, you.
You can't just. What is this? It's an iPhone.
Well,
I miss MapQuest.
He doesn't have the touch screen in his car like we do.
Yeah, but at least that's an iPhone. That's on the dash.
Well, no, we actually have
I don't have GPS. I use my phone, but you can make the phone image. You can make the map bigger.
See, mine
You have GPS built into your car.
well,
I didn't
it's
get
my
that.
I have my it's through my phone.
Oh.
But wait, you have Apple CarPlay
No, I have.
or Samsung CarPlay.
Yeah, that thing.
Get a fucking USB cable and hook it up to your car, dipshit.
Well, my phone's automatically connected to the radio.
Through the Bluetooth, use a USB cable. I bet you your GPS comes up. I bet you your Google Maps comes up on your screen.
Better. Okay. Yeah.
we get lost and they cause an argument between these two.
Well.
Wait, hold on. And this coming from the guy who won't go to a fucking Waffle House because he can't get in the left fucking lane.
That's right.
I don't want to fucking hear that shit.
Hey, Homer misled me. That's why I don't use Homer anymore.
God, I wish we had filmed that day.
I took Bella driving. I took Bella driving Saturday, and I had such a fucking flashback. We went down through Nesky, went up to Broad Mountain, and we came into Hazelton.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll turn left on 309. And as we're getting closer to it, she goes, this one. No, it's the next one. This one. No, it's the next one. I said, do you ever hear me and Bill talking about no, the next one because Andy fucking made the wrong turn?
Speaking of that, we were down by there for the Jersey Ren Fair, by that exact place. We went by the Armory.
Oh, my God.
You remember where Andy turned into the parking lot?
Yes.
It's now a gas station and like a complex of like all the like a hairdresser, gas station, mini mall type building.
Right.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I'm like, because I was like, oh, this is the Armory, so it should be the next one. Wait, oh no, this is not this anymore. I was laughing my ass off whenever a parking lot's gone.
Jesus Christ. Well, go ahead.
I want to say one thing about Bella is all I'm going to say. She's doing, I don't know if I told you, her junior and senior year, she tested into L-Tri-C.
Yeah.
She has her courses and everything, and I had to get her login to make a payment. And she said there might be a discount involved, but I was checking all last week. I said, are you sure I'm going to get this, blah, blah, blah. Every time I went to the screen, nothing changed. So today was the day I was supposed to log in and pay the tuition. I got onto the site. Everything still looks the same as it did all week. And I'm like, there's no place for me to make a fucking payment. I backed out. It had like the dollar amount, and then down at the bottom it just had 0. So I backed out, and there's a green button to pay. I hit that. Nothing again. So I'm fishing around the site thinking, okay, either the site's fucked up or I'm doing something wrong. I called the business office because the phone number was there. And I said, hey, I understand I'm supposed to log in today and pay my daughter's tuition. And the lady says, is it for the summer semester or the fall? I said, it's the fall. So she says, can I have her ID number? And I gave it to her. And I can hear her typing, fiddling stuff out. She goes, just hold on a second. I just want to make sure of something. She gets back on the phone and says, you don't know anything. Your daughter got a full scholarship.
Nice. Good job, Bella.
I'm like, fucking A, $1,200 I didn't have to pay today.
Good job.
I was
awesome, Bella.
I was doing backflips at work. I was so excited and happy.
You
Wait,
were no,
hold on a minute
no,
there.
no.
That's an embellishment.
What? I was fucking shaking. I was that fucking happy.
I agree.
I'll
were
agree
happy.
you might have been shaking, but you ain't doing no backflips.
Oh well, yeah. That was yeah.
That's a lot of blub blub to
That
get
was
moving.
a lot of blub blub. But yes, I was.
Brian be like, what the hell was that?
I don't think he might crack the concrete.
Oh.
It's linoleum at work. It's linoleum.
Well, it's
They
not
definitely would have cracked it.
concrete under the linoleum, though. But still, yeah, that was. Ooh.
Yeah, I had a fun little trip to Westchester yesterday, down to corporate headquarters.
Yeah.
And saw some interesting things, and some interesting things may be happening shortly. So I told you guys about it off air, and it's exciting times.
Just ask for a truck.
Yeah, dude, with an Easy Pass, what do you think it cost me to get from Mahoning Valley to Valley Forge? Because you get off at the Valley Forge exit.
I'm gonna say $20.
No, not that much.
Okay, 15
$8.80.
Oh.
Each way with an Easy
with
Pass.
an Easy Pass.
Without an Easy Pass, $16.80.
Yeah, I saw a couple signs like that on the way up to New York. It's like with and without. I'm like, that's not nice.
Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is, like, I get reimbursed for tolls and things like that.
Yes.
It takes about a week for the Easy Pass system to have your tolls registered on the system.
Honest to God.
Yeah. So it's easier for me to just pad my mileage a little bit.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it was fucking interesting. This is gonna be pretty cool. So on the way home from work today, Bill sends us a link to a list, and I briefly look at the list. Oh, okay, 29 best drummers of all time, ranked.
I just saw the title because I said to him, I had a guy on vacation. I was working the counter. I was fucking busy. But then, yeah, we talked about it when I got to his house.
Yeah, I didn't look at it until I got home.
Uh-huh.
I didn't look at this list until I got home. Because I said in the text, I'll look at it when I get home,
Yeah,
or I'll type it out when I get home.
Yeah, yeah.
I did that. And we're going to go through this list.
Are you regretting this?
No, this is fantastic.
Okay.
I made live notes
Oh, boy.
as I was typing this motherfucker out.
All righty.
This is from a website called musicinminnesota.com,
Yeah.
which is the first issue I have. Not Music in Minnesota. Minnesota gave us Prince. You're all right in my book. Mm-hmm. The douche canoe that wrote this article is from Nashville, Tennessee.
But he wrote it from Minnesota, don't you know?
Wrote it from Minnesota.
Right there next to Canucks.
Now, this guy claims to be
Oh.
a professional musician. Claims to be a professional musician.
I wonder what he plays.
The fucking skin flute.
There you go.
That's not nice.
Possibly the meat whistle.
I was going to say kazoo, but I didn't want to offend
Doug.
Doug.
Yeah,
Kazoo
Doug's
players?
Doug's here. Doug says, "What's up, crackers?" Fucking best kazoo player I know. Anyway, so the 29 best drummers of all time, ranked, mind you,
Ranked.
29
best drummers of all time.
All time! Of all time!
top flight, Craig, of the motherfucking world, Craig. Anyway, number 29, Chris Coleman. Chris Coleman is he started off playing in his church, which is a gig he still does to this day.
Okay.
Okay,
I never heard of him.
he made his bones in the music business playing for acts like Shaka Khan, Babyface, and the New Kids on the Block.
Who are known for their drum tracks.
Definitely.
Yes,
Every single one of
he
them.
is ranked number 29 of the greatest drummers ever.
I'd also like to point out, you couldn't get a 30th.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got an aversion to 30? Number 28 is the first one I have a real fucking problem with.
I thought I knew which one you're gonna have a problem with, but it didn't get to it yet.
Oh, I'm going to have a lot of problems. Number 28. Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater. My live note. What the fuck? You're going to put 27 dudes ahead of Mike Portnoy on a list of the best drummers ever. Music is my life. Okay? I'm hard pressed to come up with 5 I would put above Portnoy. Moving on. Number 27, a great drummer. I can't argue with him being on any best drummers ever list. We talked a lot about him over the last 3 weeks. Cozy Powell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cozy Powell's played with everybody. Played with Black Sabbath. He's a monster drummer. Can't argue with this one. Number 26, we're at the next what the fuck. Lars Ulrich. Better than Mike Portnoy?
Well, yeah, I'm from Metallica, and we
No,
do.
wait, that's Paul.
I don't know how
That's
to
Paul.
I don't do the
See,
voices.
The time when I played Shortest Straw and it was right, and James gave me some soft cheeses and meats. It was wonderful. Lars Ulrich. Rated higher on anything but tennis than Mike Portnoy. Are we fucking kidding?
Why did you do this, Bill?
I didn't do it to piss him off.
No, it didn't. It's not pisses me off as so much as perplexes me.
Honestly, the forum that I found.
I found your thing on Fart.
Yeah, and you see what I mean. Everybody kind of agrees.
Yeah.
With a lot of the shit you're saying.
Yeah. Next at 25, a great drummer, doesn't get enough recognition. Carl Palmer of Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Okay.
Excellent fucking drummer. Number 24 is a blues cat who I'm not too familiar with. Guy by the name of S.P. Leary. He played with Howlin' Wolf and T-Bone Walker, most notably.
I wouldn't know.
Not too familiar, but okay. Number 23, we have a problem.
Here we go.
Meg White.
Are you fucking kidding me? 23.
Yep.
Better than Mike Portnoy.
Just
better than Carl Palmer. Even better than Lars Ulrich.
And much better than every name not mentioned.
Yes. We'll get to that at the end.
Yeah.
Now, you know I'm a White Stripes fan.
Yes.
But Meg White does not deserve to be in a best drummers of anything.
Doug says, I bet I know who number 20 is. That claymation kid from Rankin and Bass, the little drummer boy. you may be right. Number 21, Elvin Jones, who's jazz cat, most famously worked with John Coltrane.
Okay.
If you worked with Coltrane, you were fucking top shelf. There's no doubt about that. I can't devalue that pick.
Yes.
Number 20, I skipped over 22. That was 21. Mm-hmm. Number 22, a very underrated drummer, John Densmore of The Doors.
Okay.
Densmore was a great drummer.
Yes.
Like I said, 21 was Elvin Jones. Number 20, another underrated drummer. He was overshadowed by his guitar player, his 2 singers, and all the drama in his band. Mm. Mick Fleetwood.
I was going to say, I bet there was Fleetwood, yes.
Mick Fleetwood's a great drummer.
Yeah.
At number 19, a very underrated drummer, and he had most of his success with Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, Mighty Max Weinberg.
Okay.
And he also played he was the band leader for Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Max Weinberg and the something 7. But Max Weinberg's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
And his kid plays for Slipknot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jay Weinberg took over for Slipknot. And Jay Weinberg's a fucking animal, too. Number 18, Al Jackson Jr. He was the guy that was behind all of the great Stax Records Motown stuff. Okay. Most famously, Booker T and the MGs.
All right.
Number 17, Fred Below. Blues Cat, played with Elmore James, Otis Rush, Howlin' Wolf.
There's a lot of blues drummers on here.
Right, but it's from Nashville and Minnesota.
Yeah, because there's a ton of blues in Minnesota.
There probably is. I mean, it's got to be depressing to live there.
That
When you have
doesn't.
nothing but casseroles.
Yeah, that doesn't. Well, no, that's where your fucking
Hot dishes.
That's where your Viking fucking sea shanties come in.
The good sea shanties.
Lots of lakes.
Number 16, a very, very, very underrated drummer, Mo Tucker of the Velvet Underground.
Okay.
Yeah, she was fantastic. The Velvet Underground was made up of all fantastic musicians. Number 15, one of my favorite drummers of all time, Stuart Copeland of the Police.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the
Oh, yeah.
Police.
No, I just...
Yeah. I don't know if I could put him in good conscience above Mike fucking
The
Portnoy.
problem, yeah, that's your sticking point. The Portnoy is so low
I
on
said
the list.
For now,
we just...
we're going to get better. Number 14, one of my favorite drummers ever, Dave Grohl.
Yes.
Of course, he's going to agree to that. I mean,
Well,
Well, the dude's a great drummer. He was, Taylor, I always said, and this is no disrespect to Taylor Hawkins, because we know I love Taylor Hawkins. Taylor was the second best drummer in the Foo Fighters.
yeah, Dave started at an early age. I think he was touring with Scream when he was...
14, I think?
No. He lied in the interview, said he was 21, but he was only 19.
Oh,
He was
okay.
He was 18, 19 when he toured, was when he joined Scream and toured with them across the country.
Yeah.
And then during the tour, he accidentally did an interview. This is in that book I'm reading. He accidentally did an interview when he told the guy his actual age. And when the band found out, we're like, well, fuck. If it's a club, you got to stay in the van until we're ready to play.
Yeah. Number 13, Tony Williams. Another jazz cat, played most notably with Miles Davis.
Okay.
Now, we're going to get to my big fucking sticking point on this list. The number 12 entry, according to this fucking dick rocket. I didn't even write his name down because I don't want to give him anything. At number 12 of the greatest drummers ever, you have the Professor, Neil Peart. And the cocksucker couldn't even spell his name right.
oh, shit.
Oh.
He spelled it Neal.
Neal. That's nobody spells Neil like that.
This fucking nitwit did.
I'm like, that's not even like Neil Pyle. It's like that's
Right. Number 12, fuck you.
Oh, my Lord.
Number 11, rated higher than Mike Portnoy and Neil fucking Peart. But a great drummer nonetheless.
Okay.
Karen Carpenter.
Oh.
Dude, look up some videos of her solos.
Okay.
Karen Carpenter was a fucking badass drummer. That girl could play. Number 10, another great drummer, Mitch Mitchell of the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Okay.
I mean, Hendrix had a great band.
I was going to say, I mean, you talk about a drummer in his band, he definitely overshadowed by Hendrix.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
and you had Noel Redding on bass.
Yeah.
Hendrix had, top shelf cats with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then even later on when he did the Band of Gypsy stuff, it was a completely different complement of guys, but still top shelf. Number 9. One of the few drummers in any genre ever I would ever put on par or possibly even above Neil Peart. That's Buddy Rich. Mm-hmm. You want to see a guy, you want to see what a jazz drummer is supposed to be?
Okay.
Look up videos of Buddy Rich. That guy set the standard. Well, him and another guy we'll talk about here in a minute. At number 8, I was really surprised to see this guy pull this one out of his ass because he's talking out his fucking ass. But he brings up Bill Bruford of Yes.
Okay. Another good progressive rock drummer.
Yeah. Great drummer. Now, number 7, I love the guy, and he was the perfect fit for the band. But to put him in the top 10 of any list of great drummers it should be a fucking offense punishable by at least 50 lashes with a wet noodle.
Public castration.
I would be down. Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones. Not a bad drummer.
No, but a simple. He held the simple beat for that group. You're right. He was perfect for that band. You're 100% correct.
100% perfect for the Stones.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know,
but
number 6, a man who is a great drummer, or was a great drummer, he's passed on, but completely batshit crazy. Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker.
Cream.
Okay.
Ginger Baker, great fucking bass player. Drummer. I'm thinking of Jack Bruce.
Yeah, that'll be another list.
That'll be another list. I could get fucking torqued about. Number 5 is the guy that I would put 1 and 1A with Buddy Rich.
Okay.
As far as the greatest jazz drummers to ever pick up a set of sticks. Gene Krupa.
Okay.
That's another guy. Find some YouTube video of this guy. And he was, these guys were from the big band era. Unfucking real. How good they were. Number 4, he was a great drummer, but a better showman. And he has no business.
Another crazy.
And another fucking absolute batshit crazy guy.
Keith Moon.
Bingo.
Yep. There you go.
Moon the Loon.
Yeah.
Great drummer. But his theatrics, I think, outshadowed his playing.
Probably.
And he was a hell of a drummer.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go, Doug Wargo. Ginger, fucking great drummer, but batshit crazy. Number 3, you're gonna jizz yourself over this one.
John Bonham.
Yep. Really? Number 3 of the greatest drummers of all time.
I mean, he did play with his hands.
So did Tommy Aldrich, who's a better drummer than Bonham.
I'm just trying to do that thing where
we talk about Bonham enough. We can just scoot right around Bonham. We'll skip over.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, Angel's advocate.
Because I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work. Number 2, Levon Helm of the band. Really?
You're fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not. I wish I was. But the biggest joke comes in at who he clocks in as number 1. I'm taking my headphones off of this.
Should we?
Ringo fucking Starr.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, I mean, I did all with the drummers, man.
Now, Ringo, much like Charlie Watts.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect for his band.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Single, snare, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but nothing really complicated.
And Ringo played exactly what he needed to play for the Beatles.
Yes.
But let's just go with cats on this list that we've put Ringo Starr ahead of. And I'm not even going to mention Mike Portnoy or Neil Peart again in this conversation. Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich, Bill Bruford, Stuart Copeland, Dave fucking Grohl. Now,
Oh my God.
let's talk about the people that didn't even make this fuckwad's list.
Well, the ones that I mentioned were Dave Lombardo, Nick Menza,
Yeah.
Charlie Benante,
Yeah.
Vinny Appice, and I'm trying to remember who the other one that I mentioned. It's the one that also took over for Slayer.
Paul Bostaff.
Paul Bostaff is another one that I put in there.
Okay, so that you've got those 5. Just off the top of my fucking head, we've got Vinnie Paul. Mm-hmm. We've got Carmine Appice. Mm-hmm. We've got Tommy Aldrich. We've got Lee Kerslake, the guy that actually played on the first 2 Ozzy records. We've got Bill fucking Ward.
Yeah.
Yep. And after I had done this list, I actually just typed in Google best drummers. Every name between the two of us did come up.
How about Gene Hoglan? Mm-hmm. How about Richard Christie? Yeah, now we're going to get a little bit deeper into things because now I'll start bringing up death metal drummers.
Yeah, and there's some that I know that you don't like, but still, I mean, I think Tommy Lee
is a fantastic fucking drummer. He's a terrible human being.
Yes.
But he's a fantastic
and
fucking
who is
drummer.
the drummer for Faster Pussycat?
I can't
Whoever
remember his
it
name.
is,
Great drummer.
The drum tracks
Yeah.
on Faster Pussycat are amazing.
Yeah.
You know? But like those, and that's sad.
Dude, I don't know his real name. I never looked up his real name. But Sticks It In Ya from fucking Steel Panther. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was Danny Carey of Tool?
Joey Jorgens.
Where's Joey Jordison?
Yeah.
And he was also on, like I said, and it's like all these is like, my God. But I tapped out at Meg White.
Yeah.
I cannot agree that she deserves to be on a drumming list. You know, I honestly can't.
There you go. Doug says Cliff Burr. Maiden's original drummer. Nico.
Yeah.
Fucking Nico McBrain.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Van Halen. And we all know I'm not a Van Halen fan, but Alex can fucking play his ass off.
Yep.
This guy might be, a little fucking slow in the head.
Here's what gets me. He probably got paid to do this article.
Sadly.
Yeah.
And we do this for free and come up with better
Nashville,
lists.
he was probably hanging out with Jack White.
Hey, man, don't bring the master into this.
Master fucking Bader. Speaking of masturbators, where's fucking Joey Kramer?
Whoa! Hey, okay, there's no need to go that route. I was going to see Eric Singer or Peter Criss.
Where's Singer?
Singer especially. Singer did some amazing work.
Where's Eric Carr?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this...
Dude, we shat all over his band when we did the deep dive, but where the fuck is Rick Allen from Def
There's
Leppard?
another one, yeah.
This list reminded me of basically the popular picks, and then you interspersed it with deep cuts from jazz and the blues.
Yes.
To make it sound like you know what the hell you're doing.
That sounds about
That's
right.
exactly what he did.
Because that's what I probably would have done if I made an article like this. Better put something in there that for the real deep guys.
Yeah, well, now here's the thing. If I'm going to make a list like this, my favorite players are going to include that. Mm-hmm. Because
Take a sip. Take a sip of liquid.
This list legit made my fucking brain hurt.
I can tell your temple's pounding.
And was not my intention.
No.
I wanted to post it because I thought it was an interesting article. I never thought he was going to talk about it. You didn't say nothing about the other picture I sent.
Who's got the bigger fish?
No, that was a red snapper. What it was?
It was.
But did you find the Coney Island whitefish?
No, it wasn't up there. Coney Island, as I said, I didn't go on the beach. And I should have. I should have so much.
I don't think Jim knows what a Coney Island whitefish is.
I don't know.
It's a condom.
Oh, God.
A used.
Yeah, it's also an Aerosmith song off a Rock and Hard Place.
Yes. And that's how I know what a Coney Island
Oh,
whitefish is.
God.
Yeah, see, Doug even knows it. You know, the one-armed drummer from Def Leppard. Rick Allen is a great fucking drummer.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a great drummer with two arms. And I will give him, 1,000% credit for perseverance and ingenuity and being able to stick with it and push through losing an arm to continue to play the fucking drums. Mm-hmm. And he's a fantastic fucking drummer. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. We're forgetting another guy. John Rutsey, who was the original drummer for Rush.
Okay, I didn't.
On the first album. John Rutsey.
He was only around for one album.
One album. He had some health issues and he didn't really want to tour. So when they did the Fly By Night record, they brought Neil in.
Yeah.
And that
that was the
rest
other
is
one I forgot. Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Yes.
Phil Collins, who the 80s drum sound
Yeah.
was his.
Yep.
By putting the reverb and the mic above the drums.
Yep.
I mean, the 80s drum sound who can be more influential?
Because up until that time, when you mic drums, nobody ever played with a resonator head on their toms.
Okay.
The bottom head.
Okay.
And they would stick a mic up inside the shell.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you my drum mics before you leave. They don't go inside the shell anymore. They clip onto the rim over top of the batter head.
All right.
So, yeah, and Phil Collins innovated that miking. And, well, a shit ton of reverb on the drums.
Yeah, but In the Air Tonight, classic drum fill.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Dun, 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 dun.
That guy's a fucking nitwit.
What guy? Me?
No, the guy who wrote that fucking list.
Oh.
Take a...
Fucking bastard!
I don't share these lists to cause aggravation, but you know what? I'm glad they do.
Well, it makes for good fucking content.
Hey, have to regulate your emotions.
John says, I don't think Jesus Christ was or John, what am I saying? Right away I'm thinking John Christ, and you'll see why in a second. Mm-hmm. Doug says, I don't think Jesus Christ was a drummer. That made me think of John Christ, which also makes me think of another great drummer, Chuck Biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Bill Stevenson?
Who?
Bill Stevenson. He was another drummer for Black Flag back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't.
And the Descendants. One of the all-time great punk drummers.
Who the fuck's the drummer for Green Day? What the fuck's his name?
Trey Cool.
Yeah.
Trey's a good drummer.
Yeah,
What about Travis Barker of Blink-182?
There you go.
I'm okay. I mean, it's at this point, it's like influential and...
What about Tyler Stevenson of Red Shirt, Black Shirt, and Deprived?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of him.
I think we know him a little bit, maybe.
He's a pretty goddamn... Oh, and Suddenly Found. He also plays drums for Suddenly Found. He's a hell of a drummer, that guy.
Actually, I put the drummer for Iron Cross also on a group. That
I'm not too familiar, so I can't speak for
Iron
that.
Cross, it's basically an internet band. But if watching that drummer, Jesus Christ, he's flipping sticks, he's juggling the goddamn things while he's playing.
Dude,
he's fucking amazing to watch.
That's like the guy that plays with Slaughter's touring band and Vince Neil's solo band, Zoltan Chaney.
No, I wasn't thinking him. I was thinking the original drummer from Slaughter.
Blasey Lost.
Blas Elias.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Blas Elias. Another fucking killer drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many that it's okay. And I still say, Meg White, you ruined the list.
Dude, even Ricky Rocket
Yeah.
deserves, more consideration than Ringo Starr.
I still can't get over fucking Ringo Starr #1.
Doug, perfect. Sheena Easton.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's not known for it, but you know who else is a killer drummer? Bruno Mars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bruno Mars is a great fucking drummer.
When I see